When the nominations for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame roll around each year, the conversation tends to follow a familiar rhythm: celebration, confusion, outrage, and, occasionally, disbelief. This time, that disbelief circled around one of the most iconic voices in modern music. Yes, Mariah Carey, songbird supreme, chart-topping legend, and undisputed queen of Christmas, found herself once again on the outside looking in. But here's the twist: if anyone expects Carey to be losing sleep over it, they clearly haven't been paying attention. Because while institutions debate her worthiness, Mariah Carey is busy doing something far more powerful: building a legacy that doesn't need validation. The snub that sparked the conversation. Let's be honest, Mariah Carey's absence from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame list raises eyebrows for a reason. With over 3 decades in the industry, a catalog stacked with hits, and a vocal range that's practically mythological, she isn't just influential, she's foundational. Her debut in 1990 wasn't just successful, it was seismic. Songs like Vision of Love didn't just climb charts, they reshaped what pop and R&B vocals could sound like. Her fusion of genres, her signature melisma, and her songwriting prowess influenced an entire generation of artists. So when the Hall overlooks her, the question isn't just why, it's how. And yet, Carey's response, or lack thereof, speaks volumes. Mariah's philosophy: legacy over validation. Mariah Carey has never been one to chase approval. Throughout her career, she's navigated industry politics, public scrutiny, and shifting trends, all while maintaining a fiercely independent identity. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame represents recognition, yes. But Carey's career has never hinged on recognition from gatekeepers. Her accolades already include multiple Grammys, countless chart records, and a global fanbase that spans generations. Most notably, she holds the record for the most Billboard Hot 100 #1 singles by a solo artist, a feat that places her in a league of her own. So when the Hall snubs her, it doesn't diminish her legacy. If anything, it highlights a disconnect between institutional recognition and cultural impact. Enter the Christmas Empire. If there's one thing Mariah Carey doesn't need, it's another trophy to prove her relevance. Every year, like clockwork, she reclaims the spotlight, not with a new album, not with a viral controversy, but with a holiday anthem that has become a global phenomenon. All I Want for Christmas Is You isn't just a song, it's a cultural event. Released in 1994, the track has grown into one of the most successful holiday songs of all time. Each December, it dominates streaming platforms, climbs charts, and becomes the soundtrack to festive celebrations worldwide. Carey herself leans into the spectacle. From playful social media posts marking the defrosting of Mariah's season to elaborate performances and merchandise, she has turned Christmas into a personal brand. And it works. Financially, the song generates millions annually. Culturally, it cements her status as a timeless icon. While the Rock Hall debates her place in history, Mariah Carey is actively shaping it, every single year. Reinvention without compromise. One of the reasons Carey's legacy endures is her ability to evolve without losing her essence. She's navigated the transition from 90s ballads to 2000s hip-hop collaborations, from chart dominance to nostalgic resurgence. Albums like The Emancipation of Mimi proved she could reinvent herself and reclaim commercial success even after industry setbacks. Collaborations with artists across genres kept her sound fresh while maintaining her signature style. And through it all, she remained unmistakably Mariah. This kind of longevity isn't accidental. It's the result of artistic control, adaptability, and an intuitive understanding of her audience. The Hall of Fame debate. What does it really mean? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has long been a subject of debate. Critics argue that its selection process can be inconsistent, sometimes favoring certain genres or narratives over others. In Carey's case, the question becomes even more complex. Does her pop and R&B dominance fit the Hall's traditional, rock, criteria? Should it? The music landscape has evolved dramatically since the Hall's inception. Genres have blurred, and influence now transcends traditional boundaries. By any modern metric, impact, innovation, longevity, Mariah Carey qualifies. But perhaps the more important question is this: does she need it? Fans speak louder than institutions. If the Hall's decision sparked frustration, it also ignited something else: support. Fans took to social media to voice their disbelief, celebrate Carey's achievements, and reaffirm her status as a legend. In many ways, this grassroots validation carries more weight than any formal induction. Because at the end of the day, music isn't defined by institutions. It's defined by the people who listen, who connect, who keep songs alive across decades. And Mariah Carey's music, it's very much alive. The power of owning your narrative. One of Carey's greatest strengths is her ability to control her narrative. She's candid about her journey, her struggles, and her triumphs. Her memoir offered fans a deeper look into her life, reinforcing her authenticity and resilience. Rather than reacting to the Hall's snub with bitterness, she continues to focus on what she does best, creating, performing, and connecting. It's a quiet kind of confidence. The kind that doesn't need to shout. Christmas is a cultural reset. There's something almost poetic about the timing of this conversation. As debates about the Rock Hall heat up, Mariah Carey is preparing for her annual return to dominance. December isn't just a month, it's her season. Retail stores, radio stations, streaming playlists, all roads lead to All I Want for Christmas Is You. It's a phenomenon that transcends age, geography, and even musical taste. In a world where trends come and go at lightning speed, Carey has achieved something rare: permanence. Beyond the music, a multifaceted icon. Mariah Carey's influence extends beyond her songs. She's a songwriter, producer, actress, and entrepreneur. Her impact on vocal performance alone has shaped the sound of contemporary pop and R&B. Artists from Ariana Grande to Beyoncé have drawn inspiration from her style, whether in vocal runs, songwriting, or stage presence. This kind of influence isn't easily quantified, but it's undeniable. The irony of the snub. There's an irony in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame overlooking someone like Mariah Carey. Institutions are meant to preserve and celebrate history. Yet sometimes, they lag behind the very culture they aim to represent. Carey's legacy doesn't exist in a museum, it exists in playlists, in holiday traditions, in the voices of artists who came after her. In many ways, she's already in a hall of fame that matters more, the collective memory of music lovers worldwide. What comes next? If history is any indication, Mariah Carey will continue to do what she's always done: evolve, perform, and surprise. Whether it's new music, collaborations, or another record-breaking holiday season, she remains a force in an industry that rarely allows for longevity. And as for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it may eventually come around. Many legends have been inducted years after their eligibility began. But when that moment comes, it won't define Mariah Carey. It will simply acknowledge what the world already knows. Final note: unbothered, unmatched, unstoppable. In the grand scheme of things, a snub from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is just a footnote in Mariah Carey's story. Because while institutions deliberate, she dominates. While critics debate, she delivers. And while the world waits for December, she prepares to remind everyone, again, why she's untouchable. Mariah Carey doesn't need a Hall of Fame.